Hello guys, I am taking the mock interview for one of my subscriber. If you want to just give your mock interview as well, you can just mail me so that we can have your mock interview as well.
Yeah, hi Srinivas.
Yeah, hi, Shiva.
How are you?
Yeah, good. Yeah.
Okay.
What about you?
I'm also good. So, how are you doing in your current company?
Current company is primary technology. My current company.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm working as automation testing engineer. I'm working. I have 4.1 years of IT experience.
Okay.
Um,
About this, the mock interview, can we start? Like, I will ask you a few questions and you can answer accordingly.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. So, as you just mentioned, like, you have around 4.1 years of experience. Can you brief about yourself, like, so that I can know what different technology and things you have worked on?
Yeah. I have 4.1 year of IT experience. I'm currently working as a primary technology. My current project is Salary Healthcare project.
Okay.
This project is in four modules: are education model, outpatient model, pharmacy model, administration model. Um, this project is a technology we are using to Java, framework is using to TestNG, tools are using Log4j and these tools are using.
Okay.
My roles and responsibilities are writing the test cases and understanding documentation and prepare the automation script.
Okay. So, in your 4.1 years of experience, you have at the beginning you are starting as a test automation engineer, or you have worked on manual testing?
Earlier is working in 6 to 8 months in the manual. After remaining will be automation.
Okay. Okay. So more experience you have in automation only.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay. Uh, so your base technology is Java, right?
Java, yeah.
Okay. So let's start with the Java question itself. Okay.
Yes, yes.
So you have a 4.1 year of experience. So have you designed any framework from the scratch in your company?
Our framework is there, not at the scratch level. We have involved a few modules.
Okay. So basically you worked on the existing framework only.
Yeah, existing framework is involved in some new features, new modules where on the time will be involved in the scratch level.
Okay. Okay. So what different OOPS concept you have implemented in your the existing framework? Like as you said, you have worked on modules. So what different OOPS concept you have used, if you remember anything?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, in the design is using to form object design pattern I'm using in the data-driven framework.
Okay.
In Java, page object model is creating the object repository, and each page in a separate, each web application in a separate page class, and in the page object will be creating a reusability purpose they are using. Uh, and here is the Java concept we are using the encapsulation concept, and
How do you achieve
constructor.
this encapsulation?
Yeah, encapsulation with all the by encapsulation concept of binding or grouping related data numbers along with the data into single object is known as the encapsulation. In page object, all the web elements will be binding.
Okay, so as you said, you are like using the page object model, right? So can you tell me in the page object model, what kind of structure you follow? As we know, like in page object model, we have different sets of objects are kept in a different file, and different Java file and different scenario based files are different places, right? So can you tell me the folder structure of it?
Yeah, folder structure is a page class. One web page is each page application is a web page, one web page, one page class. A page class, you find out the element, all the elements are create find by particular element. After which public, suppose string, when it's a public string, that name, username, suppose username and password, it will mention. After will be implementation, is create the method, suppose username method, public void username method, implemented passing this key, passing the parameter, and after will be one of the will be calling to constructor is find by page factory that unique element of web driver come these two parameters will be passing.
Okay.
After will be
Yeah.
after will be this class will be calling to particular test class. Suppose so many test class calling to same suppose login page, the login application calling to different. So all the dependency classes on the time we reuse in purpose reason. Suppose login class will be calling particular each test every time.
So basically, where you are mentioning all the the object repository, where exactly you are mentioning, and with the help of whom?
Object repositories.
Yes, object repository.
Yeah, object repository is mentioned in base class. Base class will be calling.
So you directly mention object repository in base class itself.
Oh, no. Suppose test class, in the test class before will be enter to test class, method will be calling. Suppose login equal to new login, we will be creating object here. That's it.
Okay.
After that object, basically suppose enter to login method, and that time login method, suppose so many elements are there. Particular object related dot sending the values, everything, that purpose of calling. Suppose you enter the username and password, login dot username, and passing the same key. After again login dot password, passing the password here. Here is the values will be through Excel sheet.
Okay, so you are taking the values like username and password from the Excel sheet.
Yes, correct.
Okay, so you are not using some property files concept, like you can mention your object repository or there, like username or a password or anything.
Sorry.
I'm asking you, you are not using something like property files. From over there, you can get the username and password values for the login purpose, the way you are doing with the Excel file.
Not Excel file. You mentioned in configuration file is there, a property file.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for actually. Yeah, that's why I asked.
Yes. Username and initially users, that one all you mentioned in configuration file. After okay. Suppose insertion, deletion, more operations will be mentioned in Excel sheet.
Okay, got it. So, yeah, can you tell me a basic difference between we have a page object model with page factory and without page factory? So, what is the difference between these two terminologies?
Without page factory, reducing the code, and the page factory will be reducing the code, and all the will be separated. All the web applications will be separating. Here will be without page factory. Page object will be mixing all the business classes and the test classes.
Okay.
Not that understanding easily. Suppose in page object more easily understanding that.
Okay. Then next question is, suppose we have a public static void main, right?
Yeah.
So can we write like this, instead of public we can write private static void main?
Yeah, I will write no.
But if we write instead of public static void main, if we write private, then how it can be accessible by the JVM?
No. Suppose you will be accessing any class, and that time can't possible. Private is within a private modifier within a class level. Normally, suppose one class is there, private method will mention no problem. That is public static void main is one of the methods.
Right.
You will suppose in reusability purpose, you will suppose in using any class, some parent to child relation, and that definitely will mention as a public. If you will mention private, that will performing only within a class level only.
Okay. Okay. As you said, in the class level, can we make a particular class as a static?
Okay.
And if I make some particular class as a static, then what will be the positive side and what will be the negative side?
Suppose, yeah, mention as a class level as a static. That
Yes,
class level as static. I didn't really actually. Method level I am using static blast and static variable, static methods. Next classes that we mentioned inside the class will be static. Suppose that class will no need to create the object. It will directly will be active. Suppose A class is there. A class inside the static B class is there. And suppose A class, suppose C class is there, another class. And the time will directly access to A dot to B class. And the time will be static class will be perform the first performance, first action. After we will be calling the A class to remaining methods.
Okay.
Remaining methods will be, suppose A class has so many methods are there. That methods create the object. After will be based on object we will be calling to particular method. Here will be A class static method, static class, no need to create the object. It will be directly calling. Utilization the static class. After will be perform the main method. After will be create the object. After will be calling few methods.
Yes, right. So that's what I'm expecting from you. Like, yes, we can use the word of the static with the help of like class name and dot the static method level we can, but we cannot when we declare the class as a static, we cannot create the object of it, right? Okay. You are writing the script with the help of Java, okay, programming language. So, which version you are working in?
Java 1.8.
1.8.
Yeah. But its features are using 7 features only.
Okay. So you know the what are the different features available in Java 1.8?
Yeah. Lambda expressions. One of the lambda expressions, string, date time related classes chapter.
Okay.
These features are not available.
Have you heard before the 1.8 update, we used to we don't have the way to write interface body, right?
Yeah, interface, yes. That is the default private implemented method.
So right now
default implemented method.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, so these are the few 1.8 version they have provided. And do you know which version currently Java is in the market?
I know 10, but right now I didn't check actually.
Okay, no, it's the 13 version is right now in the market.
Oh, okay. 10 I saw only few related with garbage related implemented garbage collection. That's like 10 version, I think.
Okay. Let's move to the next question. You might have heard of try with resources in Java, right?
Yeah.
Can you explain me what exactly the try with resources is do? If you know basics, why this concept, in the Java is it introduces try with resources. Before we have try with catch, right?
Try with catch blocks. Try with resource. Try and catch blocks. Try with resource.
Yeah.
Try with resources is 1.7 is there. Suppose no need to create the catch blocks and tiny blocks. If we directly mention try with resource, try only try block is good. Suppose we mentioned earlier try blocks, we will definitely mention the catch block.
Right.
Suppose the exception will be thrown, and the time we handle the catch block. If you try with resource, here we handle the clonable interface.
Okay.
So that is separate another class. And the time that class will be implemented exception. Here that is the clone class will be implemented.
That I got it, but I want to know like what is the use of it, like why it comes into the picture, like the basic need. Have you worked with files, like opening the files at the time of writing the code for the file? We used to have exceptions, IO exceptions, file not found exception.
Yeah, file not found exception. Yeah.
So, and sometimes we also used to work with the database. So that time we also open the connection object, create the connection object, and work with the setting up the database connection, right? So at this point, we used to for the connection purpose and for handling the files, that file we are opening or providing the path. For that purpose, we basically used to manually handle this kind of closing things. We need to do with the help of try with catch. But try with resource, what it does is actually it will automatically handle this closing part of it. So you don't, as in a developer or a tester, if you're working or dealing with the Java, you don't need to just think about it or care about of like if I open the file or if I open the connection for the SQL connection, then I don't need to close it. Java will take care of it.
Okay.
Yeah. So basic and simple answer is like what is the use of it? So that is the use. Okay.
Okay. No need to mention the close operation.
Yeah. Exactly. Yes. No issue.
Later will be easy to try off classing resource will mention parameter passing. Here is outside will be mentioned one-time data.
Yes. Okay. So can you tell me the like in your project, you can relate with your project, like where do you have used abstract class? If not used, then no issue. But if you use somewhere abstract class, because basic, it's a basic. Like we have, if you are working at the framework level, then you might be use this. Yeah.
Abstract class will be in abstract class. Abstract class is hiding. First of all, abstraction. Abstraction hiding the data, only showing functionality is known as abstraction. Abstraction implemented two ways: interface and abstract class. And abstract class. Abstract methods and non-abstract methods. Few methods are there. Suppose you implemented methods are abstract methods. In my project level, patient, in my project level, patient data is there and patient renewal is there. First will be already login purpose. After will be renewal is the abstract method, and patient data is a first implemented method, default method.
Okay.
Default implemented method. And after will be patient will be came next time, and that abstract class will be calling. That after will be implemented.
Okay.
And main purpose is abstract class. And main purpose is abstract. Suppose calling any abstract class, definitely will mention as one abstract class. Abstract method.
Yeah.
Abstract main purpose is the default methods and abstract methods. Abstract class cannot create the object. Only calling create the constructor only.
Yeah, no issue. You have answered already. No need to explain a lot of things. If I just ask you like what is the example, if you can relate with the abstract class, you have mentioned patient. Yes, so that is enough for me to just to know like exactly you have worked or not, so that kind of thing. So no need to give expandable answers, so that it will be waste of time for both of them, right? Or you might be end up somewhere explaining the things which you are lacking somewhere, right? So yeah, so you can just straightforward answer this thing. No need to expand this. Okay. So do you know the collection framework?
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, do you know the difference between collections which contain at the end S and the collection?
Yeah, collection is the interface. Collections is a class. Interface provides a few interfaces are there, and the list is there. Set interface are there.
Okay.
List interface will provide two more classes: array list and linked list, vector, stack. These classes are there. Set is
Right.
tree set. Another class is there.
Okay. So what is the you have mentioned correctly, like in the collection interface, but what is the use of collections class?
Yeah, collection class. So few methods are there. Reverse method is there. Sort method is there.
Okay.
Descending order related method is there. These few methods are there.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. So can you just give me a little brief information, if you know, like how the hash map work actually?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Yasmap is following the hashing algorithm, and Yasmap internally working as table, and as table Yasmap is using two few methods, put and get method, and Yasmap equals and equals method.
Hash code and equal.
Yeah, hash code and equals. Suppose we put the element, and the time will be calling to the hash code. Hash code will be stored based on buckets will be stored. Suppose a lot of elements will be stored, and the time suppose will be few hash code will be same, and the time will be equals method find out handling, and the time buckets will be stored based on linked list wise.
Okay.
Yeah, again we'll be getting the elements, and the time will be called the get method. So perform the get method. Again get method called to the hash code will find out the particular element, and the time will perform the equals method in the same approach. We enter to particular linked list element, retrieving again due to hash code will be displayed the particular get the particular element. So we're following the hash table and okay.
Yeah, I got it. Okay, so basically same question I want to ask you, like if suppose I'm storing the values with the help of hash code in the bucket, bucket, okay, so how if I adding the two values which is of same, like I'm adding Srinivas first time and adding again Srinivas in the second time, so how it will differentiate like with this data Srinivas in internally?
Yeah, as two times will vary the same. And the time two times hash code is value is the same, but reference is different. Object is different. Sorry, hash code. Yeah, on the time will be hash code stored in bucket. Already the element is there. Already three element.
Yeah.
Again will be that created a new array list. When I create the array list, already object is there. It will show the next object, next element. I think.
Okay. Just give me a moment.
Yeah. Suppose we two times is there, and the time equal operation.
Hello.
Hello.
Your voice is little bit low. Can you bit louder?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. Say.
Yeah. On the time will be performed. The hash code is different. Content is same.
Yeah.
Yes. On the time content will be same content. Create different key is there. Value is different. On the different hash code.
Okay.
On the time hash code is same, but value is same and different hash codes.
Right.
Yeah. On the time will be different values in there. Suppose this is a m element, that is a m minus 1 element. That's like.
Okay. So here what I'm expecting from you, like basically what I ask you, like if I'm taking the two values, like it makes a duplicate value, then how it will check? So we have, as you mentioned, we have equals method. So based on that, it will basically check on both the values, like whether it is a duplicate or not, right?
Yeah.
Okay. No issue. You have answered, like the hash map, how it works, but counterpart of it, I just expecting you to answer this much only. No issue. Okay, Srinivas, I have few questions. You just have to assume. Okay, string based questions is there, programming questions.
Okay.
So you just answer me what will be the output of it. Okay.
Yeah.
So suppose I have one main method, okay? I have main, okay? Inside the main, I have a string s1 equals to new string equals to abc.
Okay.
All in lowercase, okay? And I have also another string s2 equals to new string abc, which is in capital letter, okay?
Okay.
So and I'm trying to print on the console system.out.println s1 equals to s2. S1 equals to operator, okay, not equals method.
Okay.
Yeah, so what will be the output? If you want, I can repeat the question.
Yeah. That is, content is the same, but here is first will be using to new. Here will be calling the directory will be assign value.
Yes, correct. Content will be the same. I'm using new and I'm printing s1 equals s2.
Yeah. Actually, string is the object will be using to new pure, and that time will be store the value in constant pool area.
No, that all fine.
What
I'm expecting you to ask.
S1 dot equals is true.
No,
Yeah,
S1 dot equals S2 not. S1 equal to operator S2. That's it.
S1 equal operator.
Yes.
Equal operator is not no. That is false.
No, what it will return? Like it will return something or it will return false or what?
Return false.
See, there is a difference. You just try to understand me. Like I just asked S1 one single equal operator S2, not double equal.
Okay, S1
equal S2. That's
okay. Yeah. Okay. And that time will be ABC is small letter. Again will be calling the capital ABCD. There will be replaced the capital ABC.
Yeah, okay, so you mean to say the S1 value get replaced by the S2 value?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, so I know on the call it's a bit difficult, but yes, that is the people make mistake, like they just think of like S1 double equals S2, but here what I am asking is S1 equal S2, that's it.
Okay, S1 equal to S2 and then the S2 value will be replaced to S1.
Yeah, right. And if I ask you, I have one string S1 equals to double quotes ABC in a small letter. Okay. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have one string S1 equals to double quotes ABC, and I have string buffer S2 equals to new string buffer S1.
Okay.
And I am trying to print S1 dot equals S2. Here S1 dot equals method I am using.
Okay. Yeah.
So what it will give?
Here it will be true. Here only compare the content only. No?
I am using string buffer, okay?
Okay, string buffer.
You just think of it and then answer.
String buffer.
One is a string S1 and one is the string buffer S2 equals to new string buffer, and inside the string buffer I am passing S1 only.
No idea. I string buffer is that one also immutable. That is no aware that.
So what do you think? It will return true or false?
S1 dot equals on the time will be true, not true.
Oh no, it will return false only. Because what string buffer S2 equals to new string buffer is, it is not a type of string, okay? So what it will do here, the value which we are passing S1 in the S2, that both the values, their implementation is totally different. So that's why they will return false only.
Okay.
Yeah, you just have practiced these things, you will get to know that it will return false. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move to Selenium part.
Yeah.
Okay. So in Selenium, which version you are using?
3.1.
3. Do you know the features of 4? What different features they introduce?
Yeah, features. One feature I know is element level screenshot is there. That's one I have.
Okay. Anything else you know?
No, remaining features I don't see actually. this feature on there.
Okay, they have also introduced some tab level also, like we handle different pop-ups and working with this thing. So they have introduced these things also.
Okay.
Okay, you just have go through, because what happened in lots of in real time interview, people like manager level, they are curious to know that like how you are updated with these things also, because
Okay,
existing knowledge is perfectly fine. Most of the people they also know, but how they are and you are differentiated from each other, that makes this thing only, like you are updated with the market trends and what are the things are happening.
Yes, yes,
Like,
yes.
okay, so just give me like if I have to work with mouse hovering thing on a
Yeah.
particular web element, so how do you do that? Like,
Yeah, mouse over using the actions class.
yes, okay,
Yeah, action class is so many methods are there, and in mouse over related element to element.
So I am basically interested in what different method you will use for mouse over.
Okay, mouse over.
Yeah.
Click on hold and element. Right click related on the method is there. Context click is there.
Context click is the right click, right?
Yeah, right click.
Yeah. So I am just asking mouse over.
Mouse over. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mouse over is element. Move to element. Move to element.
You have, sorry?
Move one method is there. Forgot to check.
Okay. Yeah, move to element.
Yeah, move to element.
Right.
Move to element.
Yeah. No issue. You have answered right. Like
Yeah,
you will
move
use
to
action.
element. Particular element that build that performance.
Mm-hmm.
The
So
build that
this,
performance is the actions method. My action is another interface that interface related method.
so can you tell me why we writing build.perform?
First, action class is there, and action interface is another one is there.
Okay.
And actions interface method build perform and build action. Suppose the action of perform, any mouse to perform the actions, you can to do driver related purpose, and the time will be calling. Suppose every time using build that perform, build that.
Okay.
The purpose are using.
Okay, no issue. You have answered it, but somewhere you have that, no issue. Okay. So have you worked with broken links, like in your application? There are multiple links are there, and you have to find out the broken links.
Yeah.
So have you worked on this? Like, how can you find the broken links?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell me?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. First will be first we'll find out all the links. Here is to set interface. Find all the.
Just hold a minute. How do you find all the links? Just give me some technical level answer, like you will use some method or a class or an interface, like that.
All the links, no?
Yeah.
All the links, so many links are there, and all the links will be binding particular array list or particular link list level, one class.
But is there any locator or anything is there that you will use?
Yeah. We need to find elements, no?
No.
Links.
Which locator you will use for this?
You need to tag my anchor tag.
Yes. That is what I'm expecting, and I'm just asking you to just give me like that answer, like I will use driver.find element by tag level, like that. So,
The tag level, all the elements will be binding to particular binding to all the particular array list.
Correct.
After
And
the
then
array list, after the array list, iterating, and that time will be using to one. Just let me think. Some class is there.
Right.
Some class is request.
HTTP.
HTTP URL class.
Yes,
Is there.
yes, yes.
Yeah, HTTP URL class, and the time will be particular HTTP URL object dot response. Response dot equal to double equal to true, and the time will be
Yeah, so basically you will get that, the response status code for that particular link, like whether this link is working or not, like what different response it will give. So based on that, yeah.
Every time your response double equal to 200, and the time will be that is normal link. Otherwise, will be under to if condition. That is a broken link.
Yeah, correct. No issue. Just you are also understanding like where are you lagging especially, right? Because as from my perspective, you should have something in detail knowledge, since you have 4.1 years of experience and almost all the experience you have in automation, right?
Yes.
And no issue. This is just a norm. No issue. Have you worked with something recovery scenario? Like, let me just tell you the scenario. Like, suppose I'm opening the multiple tabs, okay, and due to some my laptop or the desktop issue or the network issue or something, my the browser got shut down. And then when I open again, then there is one pop-up will be there with the help of with this browser, and it will ask you to restore this particular thing, or do you want to cancel it. So have you worked on this thing?
No.
Okay. Nice. Okay, so I can see that like you have also worked in Selenium Grid, right?
Yeah, Selenium.
So are you confident enough to answer, like if I ask you some question regarding Selenium Grid, or you have just theoretical knowledge?
Technical knowledge.
Sorry,
come again. I didn't get it.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, I'm asking, if I ask you some question regarding Selenium Grid, so have you performed any practical hands-on, or do you have just a theoretical knowledge?
No, practical knowledge.
Okay. So can you tell me, first of all, why we use Selenium Grid?
Selenium Grid is only that is basic knowledge only. That is a parallel testing purpose of using Selenium Grid.
Okay. So can we do performance testing as well with the help of Selenium Grid?
Yeah, performance purpose also.
Okay. So it is a good practice to do the Selenium, you use the Selenium Grid for the performance testing?
That would be a very less knowledge.
Sorry?
No idea.
Okay, so yes, your answer is correct. Like you can use Selenium Grid for performance testing, but if the number of users, have more than 1,000, 10,000 like that, then that time,
That time I didn't try actually. I didn't try.
Yeah. That time it caused an issue, but for 500 or 1,000 user, it will be a very easy, and we can use, no issue for that.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so let's ask some questions from the TestNG as well.
Yeah.
So what do you think about like the TestNG over the JUnit? Like we also know that like in the initial times JUnit is there, right? So why the TestNG overcome like it will more popular in TestNG and with the help of JUnit?
Yeah. JUnit to programming level is developer will be using, and TestNG is into testing Selenium to testing level.
Okay.
And TestNG is providing parallel test execution.
Okay.
And the TestNG will provide the grouping the multiple test cases.
Okay.
Test classes. Is providing more annotation also is provided.
Okay.
This purpose only. This is next generation. TestNG.
Yeah. No issue. Can you just take one scenario and let me like you can answer me like
what will be your approach. Okay, so suppose you are new in the organization and you have given KT by some of the tester, okay, basic overview of the application, and you have to write the smoke testing for that particular web application. Okay, so what you will do, and I mean, what is your approach for smoke testing of the application, like from 4 5 days only, because you are new in the organization.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah.
Just tell me the step by step, like, so that anyone can, they can relate, like how the approach will be.
Yeah. First will be any company will be joined. On the time will be first will be application will be installed. First thing application is earlier is build is not stable. On the time will be test the application until stable, and that is the purpose of check the few modules, basic module, critical modules will be checking that application. This approach is smoke testing. Later level is understanding the application. Gain the gain the knowledge in a particular application level. That is exploratory testing.
Yeah, that is fine. But how do you write smoke testing?
Testing the build initially will be the developer will give the build until the build is stable until not stable. Again will be check the end-to-end each one will be checking.
So don't you think like you will write like from the scratch all the test cases for the smoke testing for that application, or you will ask your peers or the testers, like those who are already working, like give me the test cases for the smoke testing purpose?
No. Again, actually, build is earlier is particular application level only.
No. Listen, my point is like application is already in some premature condition already, okay? But you are, as a tester, you joined the new company. So that time I'm asking, like you will manage to write all the test cases what you understand from your perspective for that application, or you will just ask some tester from your team only, like give me the test cases and I will differentiate like what different smoke test cases will be, and then I will be good to go with the smoke testing.
Yes, sir. Yeah, and definitely I'll ask my colleague earlier is what type of test case are writing. We will be giving a test case. Otherwise, we will be sharing that link. I will go through particular test cases.
Yeah, so that is what I'm expecting. Like, what will be your approach? Because
anyone is there. That one is where in location, global common location will be stored. Everyone, and the common location will be last.
Right. So, do you know the listeners?
Yeah, I know.
What is the use of?
Listener is an interface, and listeners will be executing in different stages in application. Suppose application will be particular test case. Test case will be only failure test case is executed. Suppose only test is starting, test is skipping few test cases, and the time will be listener using the listener. Few methods are on text, on fail, on success, on few methods are there.
Okay. So for suppose I have write the test cases and that test cases has got failed, and you need to automate that test cases. Okay, you don't need to manually run that test case again. So what do you do?
Yeah, and the time suppose when you say failure screenshot will be found out there. Where it will be failed, and the time failure related, but the screenshot class will be mentioned. That method inside.
Okay.
And the time will you capture the particular screenshot easily through find out the bug.
No. What I'm asking, that is fine. You take screenshot and all. But what I'm asking, if your test case got failed, then how you will automate that test case? Like you have to.
Yeah. Failure method is there. Now only that method only use failure test.
Which method?
Failure on fail method.
Okay, and it is belongs to which interface?
That is interface is business, ITES business.
Right, right. You are on the right path only. Okay. Yeah, no issue. So, have you? I mean, I have seen your resume. You have mentioned you know the Maven as well.
Yeah, Maven.
So, can you answer me just one question regarding Maven? Like, how will you determine like what will be the version of Maven you are using in your system or in your project?
Maven.
Which version you are using? Suppose I have given you have just clone the project from the Git, and you just want to know like which version of Maven my project is using. So how will you do that? You don't. You have. Can you tell me if you don't know this thing? Can you tell me the command if you know?
Yeah, commands I know. Yeah, Maven. For Maven install, Maven clean, Maven build. Commands I know. Version ID is.
Yeah, it is same only. You know like, but you have not used that.
Maven version also there. MVN version is there, and the time you display the version.
Yes. So that's what I'm asking. You have used Maven clean build everything, but
and that is compilation purpose. Version wise is into MVN. But for the initial stage, we'll be installing Maven, and the time we go to command prompt MVN in version, and then we'll enter.
Yes.
It's
a basic question only, but at the time of interview, people get confused like what they ask, like what is MVN version and all these things. So that's so what different Maven repository? Suppose you are using Maven, so what different Maven repository are there?
Yeah, Maven repositories. Maven, yeah, form.xml, that one.
No. So basically, suppose in your system you are using Maven project. Okay.
Yeah.
So there are
local repository and global repository.
Okay.
Two repositories.
Yes.
That will be mentioned in pushing.xml, which we will go through that.
Yes. Right.
Everyone will be mentioned in local repository.
Yeah. In our
PC level.
Yeah. In our system, we used to use local repository and then we have also central repository. Suppose we need some dependency.
You mentioned form.xml. What type of job will be required? You will mention the dependencies, group artifact ID, group ID. Automatically, job will be downloaded in local repository.
Correct.
The plugin will be mentioned in the pushing.xml.
Okay. Okay, so last two questions, then I think we both are good. Okay. So you know the SQL as well, right?
SQL, yeah, I know basic commands.
Yes, I will ask basic question only. What are the DML commands? Do you know?
Yeah, DML command, insertion, deletion,
okay.
Get command, select dot, system dot out.
Okay.
Select dot employee dot.
It will contain select, insert, update, delete this thing.
Insertion, deletion system.
Yeah. No issue. And can you tell me the difference between truncate and delete?
Yeah. Truncate will delete the permanently will delete the particular data.
Okay.
Delete will be delete the particular elements and the class layer. Truncate will only delete the particular class only, not at elements layer.
Okay. And have you write the query for the join?
Join is there for the inner join, outer join, left join, right join is there. Join the two commands. Suppose select the employee one.
Okay.
Join employee two. Join the two tables.
Yeah.
Left join means will be right side will be join the particular table. Left inner joining, outer joining.
Okay, okay. Last question, Srinivas, from my side is like, what all constraints do you know? Like, have you used in writing the or firing the query with the database? Any
Come again?
constraints do you know in SQL?
SQL is even any concern.
Sorry.
No, I didn't come again. Sorry.
So I'm just asking, while interacting with the database, like writing the queries and getting the values and all, do you know the what? Sorry, what all the constraints in the database?
There is in the application server is server level is.
No, I'm just asking what are the constraints? Like, do you heard about the primary key and foreign key, these things?
Primary, foreign key. Yeah. So primary key is the foreign key. Yes.
Yes. That is what I'm. So we have not null check, primary key, foreign key, unique key. So these are the basically SQL constraints. Basically, we use while writing our query. Yeah. So that's all. Like from my side, like. This much question I have prepared for you, so that we can have covered all the areas, like from the TestNG, Java, and then Selenium side and SQL side as well. So if I have to just give you the feedback, like what all different things so from my side is you have a knowledge of everything, like whatever the question I have asked, but the only thing is you just have to bit short and cut point only you have to answer.
Okay.
Right, that is the only thing I think you are missing, because if I ask something like what will be the output or anything, then you don't need to explain the concept. We know you know the concept, but you just have to answer like this will be the output and that will be the output. That's it. If you can just improve this thing, then definitely you are very good with the knowledge thing, because you know the in-depth knowledge, I know.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is the one thing I think you have to improve. Rest all thing is good from your side, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. So are you preparing or for the interview for the next show?
Yeah.
Okay. So I think good talking to you, Srinivas. Everything is good from my side. I wish you all the best. You will definitely get the job in in the coming months, because it's already Jan month, so people are different companies are started hiring. So you will definitely get a good job, because just you need to improve this few question as well as the way you are answering. Rest all things good. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah.
Okay, Srinivas.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah,
for
bye.
the-